And welcome to Medi Moments. I'm so glad you're here. Today is the 10th of February, the second week of February, which is absolutely one of my favorite months because it contains Valentine's Day, one of my favorite days of the year. I've done some pretty outrageous things over the years to express my love, and it has been fun. And we are here at sdgmeditation.com. I'm Kirk. I'm a teacher here, and I am so glad to be with you here today, and I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your week. This month we are going to talk about love. Like last week, we talked about the energy of love, which was very nice. It was a lovely meditation. And this week we're going to talk about the heart. You know, there are some, I guess you might be able to call them fun facts. They're not really that fun, but I'm going to go ahead and tell them anyway. That is that 25% of us will be afflicted with some kind of heart disease in our life. That is a big number. We need to figure out how to reduce that. And one of the greatest ways to reduce that is going to be seeking out and minimizing the stress you experience every single day. It's there for you. You can pay attention to it. You can follow it. You can fall right into it. Or you can do something else. You know, it really is kind of just that simple when you think about how much stress we take in and what we do with it. Is it really that necessary, or are we just simply used to doing it? So just consider that just for a few moments, because 25% is too big. Now, men are going to have some specific problems in this direction, and they're more likely to go in what's called the metabolic syndrome. They're going to have higher sugar levels in their blood. They're going to have unhealthy cholesterol, which is going to lead to diabetes, and they're going to carry a lot of weight. I shouldn't really put my hands here because I'm showing you something. A little too much weight right here. This is where men fall into a little bit of trouble later on in life. And women, on the other hand, have some different issues. And as I was reading and sort of putting this together this week, I was a little bit astounded of how the physical and the energetic sort of mingle together with us all the time. And this is a wonderful thing to see right here. One of the issues is called MVD, which is coronary microvascular disease, which doesn't affect the large arteries and veins around the heart. It affects the very small little things. And I think this is important because, life has an intricacy, and oftentimes, I know I don't want to put some broad sweeping generalization over everything, but I can remember as a child watching my mother. She dealt with all the little tiny things as well as the big things, but I noticed that more than anything is that all the little tiny things fell on her to keep, make sure everybody was fed, off to school, all those kind of things. And it's a different view, a different way of doing things. And that's why I think it's really amazing that, energetically as well as physically, women tend to deal with the intricacies of life. And the next is this was something that I hadn't known before, but I just found out, and it's called the broken heart syndrome. And this affects an amazing amount of women. And I mean some men, but nowhere near the amount of women. And it is caused by the extreme emotional stress that people carry around with them. And I think that women tend to carry a little more of this stress than men, at least emotionally. I mean, men have their own stresses. There's no question about that. And they have their own way of moving through the world. But I just want you to consider what emotional stress does to us, and especially our heart muscle, because it can be devastating. It can take a large toll. So I just want you to consider that this emotional stress that we carry around, what we really need to do is notice it. The more we notice it, the more we can affect it. And I think that's one of the things that meditation really shows us, is when we get quiet and we begin to hear the whole body instead of just the mind or the brain, because it's very loud, wants to be in control all the time. But the rest of it, the more subtle parts of it, can be heard as well. But you have to quiet down. You have to learn to relax and just listen, because it's talking to you all the time. I like to think of this as, we have two hearts. We have a very physical heart, and that does a wonderful job, of pumping blood and oxygen and nutrients all the way through our organism. Everything is affected by it. It also works very hard to get rid of carbon dioxide and other waste products in the body. And that's probably the last reference I'm going to make to the physical heart today. The other one is the heart center. And I think that heart center is something that we need to really consider. When we look at, when I experience my own heart center, the depth and size of it is incredible, and just how much space is there to truly nurture yourself, to hear what you are actually promoting in yourself. And sometimes that gets buried by the loud sound of the mind. But I just want to say that the fourth chakra is here to teach us to embrace things like unconditional love, compassion, humility, joy, kindness, peace, to be grateful, to seek simplicity, to be patient, to look for authenticity, not just in yourself, but in all, and to seek the potential that you have inside of you, and to seek the purpose of why you're here. Now see, these are the things that the Heart Center has to offer us every single day, every minute of the day. And I think that one of the things that we have to learn in all this is just how to hear it. We feel it often. We feel something. We may not be able to read all of those feelings, but they're there. And once we realize what the fourth chakra or the heart center has to offer, maybe you hear them a little bit better. And the one thing I want to say about the heart center is, I've already said it once, but I'll say it again, and that is that it is subtle energy. And what does that mean? That means that it's quiet, it's soft. It can be overridden. It can be shouted down by our mind, because our mind wants to be in control all the time. It wants to be forward. It wants to be heard. It wants to be in charge. But there's so many other intelligences in the body, and the heart center is one of the very largest. In fact, some people would say that the heart center is much more intelligent than the brain, but I'll leave that to those who are trying to figure it out. And, the other thing I'd really like you to understand is that in the heart center, it speaks to us. It says, I relate. And what a brilliant thing to relate. It seeks connection. It seeks affinity. Now, affinity is an amazing word with an amazing meaning. And what that really means is that we have the innate ability to see each other as each other, to see what's akin to you in another, and what's akin in another to you. That is an amazing talent, an amazing experience that we can all experience. And the more we experience it, the better life gets. Because, without looking at politics or society or anything like that, it was very difficult for me, I would just like to say that affinity is something that we could use today, maybe more than ever, because we get to be pretty divided these days. And wouldn't it be nice to be able to see what's alike in us instead of always focusing on what's different in us? And also ethics, and to understand your values and to value your relationships. And so now, let's get to a meditation. So just relax. Find yourself a comfortable spot. And just breathe. Nice, round breaths, where one breath simply runs into another. Very, very good. And now if you can close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. If closing your eyes bothers you, just simply leave them a tenth open and focused. Very, very good. And now, just allow your head to relax. Feel that relaxation building in your face, your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your chin, your jaw. And just allow that to sink in. And allow that relaxation to relax your scalp, your ears. And now allow that relaxation to push inward through your skin, muscles, bones, until it converges right into the center of your head, allowing your head to be completely relaxed, allowing your mind to quiet, and now allowing that relaxation to move into your neck, across your shoulders, down your arms, through your wrists, your hands, your fingers and thumbs. And now experience that relaxation moving down your back, through your chest, into your abdominal area, through your hips, into your thighs, into your knees, moving into your shins and calves, through your ankles, along your feet, to the very tips of your toes. And now just experience yourself in this state of relaxation. Just how good it feels. And now just allow yourself to slip a little deeper into this state of calm, comfortable relaxation. Very, very good. And now I'd like you to find yourself drifting past any stress or pain that you might be experiencing today. Relaxing even deeper, letting go, drifting down, calm and comfortable. Now that your mind is relaxed, allow that mind of yours to quiet. Until that mind is calm and quiet, like the rest of you. Very, very good. Now I want you to begin to notice, to place your consciousness in your heart center, right in the middle of your chest. And feel the warmth, the depth of that space. And in this quiet, calm state, begin to listen to your heart center, what it says to you, what it offers. And just be there for a few moments. Softly experience your own heart center. That part of us that wants us to experience unconditional love. That speaks to us of compassion, humility, joy, kindness, peace. Teaches us to be grateful for what we have, that we are here. It asks us to seek the simple, to see the simplicity in all things. It asks us to seek authenticity in ourselves as well as others. To understand the potential and purpose of who you are. With a sense of love and kindness for yourself as well as others. And as we quiet ourselves, this voice of the fourth chakra becomes audible. We can hear it, we can feel it. And now, begin to create an equal voice between your heart center and your mind. Something that says that not only can I hear my mind and what it wants and what it's asking, but also my heart center. As you relax even deeper. And understand that these two parts, our mind and our heart center, are sometimes going to be in conflict with each other. And that we must learn to embrace this conflict. After all, conflict is with us from the moment we're born to the moment we die. It is part of us, just like anything else. So don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Know that it's there and it has a purpose. As you relax even deeper. And when you can hear that heart center, the lovely message that it delivers, just go ahead and come back to the room. Open your eyes. And know that you are at peace with yourself in this moment. You have done very, very well. And I would like to leave you with a thought. It has no credit to be given. And it is, no matter how great the love, the pain, the sadness, the wisdom of the heart will see you through and deliver you peace. And remember, this is Monday Medi Moments. I'm Kirk. And please, if you're enjoying these, share them. Share them with your friends, your family, anyone you can think of, because I have never met anybody who couldn't use a little meditation on a Monday morning. All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.